So Steph Curry is trying to break the all-time three-point record set by Ray Allen. And even though he's been shooting okay the past 4 games, he's clearly pressing and hoisting up shots that even for him are ill-advised. Just look at this three-point frequency before the last 4 games and since. He needed 10 to break the record against Philly, but he was also going up against who I think is the best defender on the Sixers roster, even better than this guy. I'd have appreciated his effort even better in person, and so would you. So use SeatGeek to get tickets to any sporting event, concert, or the theater. They're the absolute best place to get seats because they scour the internet, grade the prices so you know you're getting a good deal, and you'll save $20 off your first purchase with my code BBALL. Now where was I? Oh yeah, Matisse Thybulle. Let's get some of the highlights out of the way first. Curry almost never gets his three-point shot blocked. Matisse got him twice. This is the Warriors' most used play, the low post split, but because Green forced Porter to catch the ball almost at the three-point line, spacing is off, but Curry still gets a look. What makes Thybulle so good is his ability to launch into the air under any type of footwork. His feet are wide apart, he's still trying to get around that screen, but he's quick to the air, crazy long arms, and this is the best part. He tracks the ball down, needs to only get 1 foot in and the other foot off the ground to establish himself in bounds to legally touch the ball. Wow. Guarding Curry means your possession starts the instant the Warriors get the ball, especially if Draymond gets the rebound. He's constantly swiping at the ball to keep Curry thinking, and look how he uses the gallop to close ground, showing his left hand up, but then switching to the right hand to block this shot. Next level deception. He's still deflecting the dribble to stop the drive, and I want you to notice something. He's not afraid to let Steph get in front of him so he can chase. It's the perfect way to guard a three-point shooter who simply won't shoot it with the defender breathing down his neck from behind. He does kick Curry's trail leg to trip him up, but almost seal that possession up with another stop. Getting behind him isn't a fluke. He did this consistently throughout the game. Getting caught up in this screen gets him chasing, but he knows there's containment down low with the big, and he just about steals this from behind, disrupting the rest of the possession big time. Also notice he doesn't get into a traditional defensive stance, and his footwork is by any means necessary. He allows them to go towards the baseline and get in front. No three-point shots here, and they get exactly what they want. A nice fat brick from Draymond. This was probably my favorite defensive possession of the night. Constant harassment, being physical with him, not fazed by the push-off, willing to go under the screen, knowing he can get right to him in order to get behind him. He's reaching from behind, forcing the crossover, more generalized aggravation that leads to a missed floater. Of course, they missed the contact with the trail leg, which knocks Curry off balance, and I'm sure the Curry fans were screaming bloody murder. He does the same thing here, almost letting himself get beat so he can chase from behind, where he cleanly blocks this one, but the lead ref calls this without having any angle to see if there was some sort of contact. Looks like phantom to me. I'm telling you, he doesn't care if Steph gets inside position on him towards the basket. He was constantly knocking the ball loose from behind and disrupting the offense. It's really hard to set a screen on Thybulle. He's just great at getting around, doing what I call the slalom step, as the high foot plants above the screener's high foot, then turning and running to get in front. He does a version of that here as well, so not even Draymond can rub him off, and he tries to do it again, but Draymond has always been permitted to back up on his screens, getting Curry a step. But watch how there's no call when Matisse clearly makes contact on his shooting arm, but it's after the release. Except that this is not going to get called. They didn't call it for Jordan Poole in the same contact, and yes, they called it later on Embiid. Here's Curry just chilling and waiting for his free throws, but the refs reviewed it and overturned the call. Curry doesn't get it, and he's asking Sam Cassell for some answers, but like it or not, the refs are going to permit this kind of after-the-release contact on either arm, so Steph fans will have to deal with it. Matisse chased around this handoff. Steph's brother was awful nice not to step up here. Thybulle even bumps into him, should have been a call, but Curry gets the only 3 he hit against Matisse all night on the ever-so-kind roll. But this kind of thing clearly tired Curry out, to the point where even when he got open a little bit, he wasn't hitting. Thybulle does this every night, so watch more Philly games and enjoy what should be a Defensive Player of the Year performance by him. It's ballet, it's poetry, it's lockdown junkyard dog defense in an era where scoring is king. I love this look Curry gives him after the game, almost as much as I love using SeatGeek to find tickets using my code BBALL.